What's good? Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. Let me see how this on. How y'all doing? I'll knock this off, then I gotta head on out. We'll be back, but you already know what it is.
From the shadowed core, a current stirs once more, unseen, unbound. Beneath the surface, where the spirit lies, an ancient rumble, a truth that never dies, a visceral tremor deep within my soul, taking hold, gaining full control. Auras cold, so deep, raw grit, I keep fire burns within, let the resolve begin. This unrefined power, a force I can't deny, refusing softness, reaching for the sky. No gentle current, just a primal surge of fierce desire, driving every urge. Auras cold, so deep, raw grit, I keep fire burns within, let the resolve begin.
Good afternoon in the UK, baby. I like this. You playing this again? This will do an exclusive. Play that again. I love the beginning of that. I'm trying to figure out like where that sample come from. It's an old school track. I heard that somewhere before. Old school like Pulp Fiction type beat.
From the shadowed core, a current stirs once more, unseen,
Yep, I looked into it, man, but I don't got nothing yet.
unbound. Beneath the surface, where the spirit lies,
I gotta pick a day to do
an
it.
ancient
What up, Bill Kermit?
rumble, a truth that never
I looked him up.
dies, a visceral tremor deep within my soul, taking hold, gaining full control. Auras cold, so deep, raw grit, I keep fire burns within, let the resolve begin.
What up, dope? No reason to compete for number one. Should be number one regardless.
A force I can't deny, refusing softness, reaching for the sky. No gentle current, just a primal surge of fierce desire.
I'm still waiting on that damn computer.
Auras Lost cause so deep, raw grit, I keep fire burns within. Let the resolve begin.
I ain't forget. I just haven't done anything to it. I'll do it later. I don't know how later, but later. I got a lot of shit in front of me. All right. Let's play another one of my baby's tracks. Much love to my goddess Vanta. You already know what it is. I'm gonna knock this shit out before I go. Take care of what I need to take care of. Be back in the afternoon.
Dust motes dance in the amber light, a raw edge to the fading night. Rough touch of shiver, soft and slight.
It's all good, Vanta. You number one regardless. If anybody fight for number one, it's crazy. It's like real shit. It's crazy.
No shine, just yours, mine. Grit deep, deep, alright, grit unveiled. Sensual, I bloom. Listen, feel it there. It's real. Oh, the grain remains inside.
Might as well get your jokes in now, because we about to get off into some shit that's gonna go over everybody's head. Get all the jokes in now.
Skin, a textured plea, unfiltered spirit, wild and free.
Salute, living
An
line.
ancient pulses
Salute everybody.
flows through me, raw beauty for
Got y'all wake and bake if y'all got it.
no facade, no art, just heart. Right here, deep, all rock it unveiled. Sensual, all bloom. Listen, feel it there. It's real. Oh, the grain remains deep inside. A hum within, a touch of sin, not tainted, but raw and deep. Secrets that the soul can keep. A primal soft appeal, what we truly feel.
All right. Had to play some drums real quick. Computer.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. Prepare to fucking engage. All right, now we gotta get just a little more hype. Now it's time to wake on up. Hashtag fuck YouTube. You already know what it is. Fuck YouTube. Fuck the trolls. Fuck the haters. Fuck the lurkers. Fuck the bots. Fuck them all.
You know what it
I gotta get my
is.
own voice on that speaker.
Now Rogue One production.
I know what you're talking about. Gotta get the money. If y'all heard my voice on anything, it's because I pre-recorded first. Yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Get your ass slipping, I'ma get you with the fuck that. Fuck a bot, fuck a lurker, fuck a troll, fuck a YouTube, fuck all the haters. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Get your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the nine. Haters everywhere, looking at a pair. Envy in their eyes, man, I see this shit everywhere. About to get prepared, gotta bring the fair. Hardcore match, I'ma beat you with a chair. Get your own chick, why you won't mind? Get your ass mad cause you can't pull a dime. Pussy ass niggas can't even spit a rhyme. No ambitions, you don't even got a life. I make music, you don't even got a life. Music is the weapon, I don't even gotta fight. Climbed up the darkness, but I'm showing you the light. Blast at the heads, got them running for their life. This is my life, call my own lane. Y'all just mad cause you can't do the same. Get it through your brain, I'm the hurricane. Got a wheel in the fucking storm and a flame. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the nine. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy in their eyes. Catch your ass slipping, I'ma hit you with the nine. Haters everywhere, thinking they a threat. I'll be a threat when I hit you with the tech. Get your representing better, show me some respect. If you don't, I might have to break your fucking neck. Cops in the feds, y'all can get it too. Some of y'all haters is angels on the YouTube. Most of y'all the faggots, talking to some faggots. Get that delivery, baby. You little maggots. I wish I was getting the fucking delivery. Cause I'm going off. Hardcore lyrics, y'all bitch niggas soft. You a low level that's dealing with a boss. Pop you in the head if you working with the law. Don't got a life, that's your motherfucking fault. Interrupt my life, but knock your fucking head off. Chillin' with my chick, and we cotton bread, dog. Broken came here and I gotta tell, dog. Gotta get the money, staying on the grind. Got a bad chick, hell yeah, she looking fine. Haters looking at me with the envy. Well, shipping ain't cheap. I'm trying to get the Sade sex dollar for 2030. That shit is not cheap. I'm looking for an AI robot Sade sex dollar for 2030. Everything got this. Looking for a Melina and Katana AI lifestyle sex doll with the extra suction power.
Road 1 Productions.
Little sex doll out of Pilates. I'm gonna just steal one from school. These motherfuckers is trying to make sex robots as teachers. You think a nigga ain't gonna go break into a school and steal one? Bet. I know how to get one for free. But anyway, let me get off to it. Or should I play one more? I'll play one more. I was gonna play some shit from the new shit. To the untrained eye, I thought you said you're doing a sex doll out of plates. I was like, how the fuck you do that? You said Pilates. Thank God we know how to read, because somebody would have saw plates. Chilling downtown on a couple rounds. Made a bad chick, yeah, I'm about to dip her down. After Marriott, she ride on my ride on the bounce up and down. Baby girl, I'm about to pop off the top of the drop. I recommend Hurricane Trade that ass for trap. For grinding practice. Hell yeah. She got $6 to get down this bitch. Slapping her cheeks inside of the Yeah, I did.
On the nightcap reservation for two. Had another party, picking up a party. On the dance floor, one of the girls getting naughty.
Hey, that is
Hype for
funny.
the party, hype for the party. On the dance floor, everybody getting naughty. Let me drop it to the floor, let me see what you got. Girl on the dance floor when she making it hot. This that Detroit flow, take it back to the block. After that, we gon' party a lot, non-stop. Baby, drop it to the floor, let me see what you got. Girl
I ain't
on
see the new
dance floor when
models.
she making it hot. This that
Only thing I saw
Detroit flow, take
recently
it back to the block.
was they was about to use sex dolls for teachers. And I ain't seen the ones that they was using. They were just showing regular pictures. It could be anything now. Fully motorized. Damn.
Fresh kicks, walking with a model. Made it to the VIP, popping all the bottles.
Wow.
Headed to the private room, girl, gonna swallow. She got a fine friend, hell yeah, she had to follow. Smoking on the fatty, got me feeling happy. Take your clothes off, baby girl, make it snappy. Take your lap dance, gotta slip it in. Ride on my dick while I'm kissing on a friend. Going all night and the party never ends. If it's a competition, then I'm going for the win. Going all night and the party never ends. Bring the hood back, let's do this shit again. Baby, drop it to the floor, let me see what you got. Girl on the dance floor,
I saw a real down presentation at the Las Vegas AVN Awards. Wow.
After that, we gon'
I gotta check that out.
non-stop. Baby, drop it to the floor, let me see what you got. Girl on the dance
I gotta
floor,
check that out.
making it hot. It's that Detroit flow, take
Yeah,
it
we
back
gonna go
to the
there for
block.
real too.
After that, we gon' party a lot, non-stop.
We going to Vegas, baby. We going to Vegas. We gonna chill in Vegas for a minute. Be like, what up, though, Fee? Now, we'll slide some beats, bring some girls. We about to shoot this twerk that ass video on the Vegas Strip.
Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Yeah, I made it here at last. See you
Thank you,
women
baby.
walking past. Time to pull out the cash. Baby girl, shake that ass. Girl, I'm paying
my
for
UK
the dance. Girl,
correspondent.
you got me in the trance. Hit me with her sexy glance. Now we headed to the trap. Private party in the slab. All these bitches looking bad. About to give her from the back. Baby girl, give me that. Have to take it to my pad. Going all in. She was ready for the splash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Now I'm fish about the lab. About to get back to the bag.
China already got those pregnant robots. Go to China.
About to go pick up the
They can get
stash.
pregnant,
Put the
literally.
rash from the bag. Gotta put it on the track. All the ladies on the floor. Turn that ass, drop it low. Baby, you know how it go. Baby girl,
China already
turn
got
that
'em.
ass while I'm
Ready.
throwing up the cash. Everybody have a plan. Tell the girl to turn it fast. Baby girl, turn that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, turn that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's
Yup, I did
throwing up the
AJJ on
cash.
it.
Baby girl, turn that ass. Baby girl,
Thank you,
throw
baby.
it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, turn that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Say it's throwing up the cash. Baby girl, turn that ass.
Yep, I did a video on it. And y'all can check it out. Y'all can see how they look too. Yep. But like I said, once all the corporations come together, be like, this company does this function of putting the embryo in the robot. We got other countries that's just working on skin, other countries working on movement, other countries working on perfect eye coordination. Some is working on the military side of things. The ones that's going to shoot and kick and flip your ass. But if they all work together, they will make the perfect robot. It'll be over. It'll be over. But we that got discernment and we already know what it is, we'll know who a robot is. We'll know based on the look, the way it walk. And if we get past the look and the walk, all we got to do is just shake their hand. If the motherfuckers feel soulless, like a fucking handshake or a hug, you will know. You will know. And I think they still trying to master that. It's like, how can we master that? It's like, y'all can't master it because you don't have a fucking soul. I don't know what it is about us, but we'll know if something is fucking lifeless. We'll just know. We'll just know. I bet the US is working on the TNA part. No, Japan is working on the TNA part. Probably. America is trying to make bitches look like dudes. I'd rather go to Japan. Give me a Japanese or Chinese Korean model, please. give me the UK model because the United States is gay. Gay as fuck. Over to the beautiful women of the US. Oh yeah. Y'all ridiculed and shamed them. Now we got fucking bitches that look like dudes out here. Bitches look like Brock Lesnar from WWE and shit out here F5 and niggas and shit. That's what we got. Even through it in video games and movies. Like, come on. Come on. To the point where they about to have AI actors and actresses. Y'all some bastards. Y'all some bastards for that. I'm going to the UK. I'm going to Japan. Round one. Fight. Uppercut. USA. Like, what the fuck out of here? Oh. We're fucked. Back with another one. But shout out to everybody. We're about to get off into it. These are the theories. Going off into theories of other dimensions of the universe. Some that I didn't catch. Some that was on my radar that I was supposed to call a minute ago when I was doing this. It's showtime. We're back with another one. Oh, man. I didn't put no name next to it. But shout out to all the beautiful women out there. Beautiful girls all over the world. But they're gonna replace you. The robot gonna erase you. But they got nothing on you, baby. Ooh, nothing on you, baby. Because you're a fucking human. A robot will have nothing on you, baby. All right, but this is 10 horrifying theories on what exists in the universe. But shout out to all the beautiful real ladies out there. But most of y'all don't get y'all personality together. Y'all gonna be sitting on the street talking about I will cook and clean and work for love and food while we men walking past with a fine ass robot. So y'all saw the meme of that. But also saw a meme of the robot is finally tired of people and shit. Now that was funny. Like a robot is actually, oh my God, I'm tired of y'all fucking humans. It's gonna be like that too. It's gonna be crazy. It's vice versa with this shit. It's like a double-edged sword when it comes to AI robots. But that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it a mystery. But once they malfunction in your crib while it's cleaning up and it slaps one of your kids by accident, not by purpose, but by accident, you're going to be like, get rid of this. Because I watched the robot kick the kid in the chest and I still don't know the condition of that kid yet. So, you know, it's going to be dangerous. Like once they malfunction in your home, just like that motherfucking, I did a HHN, motherfucker had a fucking robotic motherfucking vacuum cleaner. No feet, it just on wheels, just like motherfucking vacuum the house. But the bitch blew up the house. Damaged the man. 75% of his body is damaged, burnt, and fucked. This shit blew up the fucking house. A small little motherfucking moving vacuum cleaner, robot. So not only we got a malfunction of a robot possibly killing you or injuring you, but the bitch can blow up. If you have that bitch on the charger too long, if you're not paying attention, that bitch can blow the fuck up. And the same shit happens to our phones. So it's like shit, like it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. But let's get off into it. A little early for those high notes. It's never too early to make you scream, baby. Tap them cheeks real quick. Half the neighbors are like, oh my God, this is too early. It's never too early. I come here. And then it'll make the whole neighborhood get naughty. Ha, ha. And I'll be like, yes, get naughty, everyone. I'm sorry. That's Mr. Naughty. He's one of the most diabolical villains of all time. What did he do? He make everybody get naughty. That's all he does. Don't get in the circumference. No. I feel naughty. And everybody just get naughty. I will make this world naughty. We must stop him. Coming this summer. I'm stupid. Let's get off into it.
All right, let's explore. Number 10, shadow matter, the invisible universe next door. That quietly rewrote our understanding of, all right, let's explore. Number 10, shadow matter, the invisible universe next door. In 1984, 4 physicists at Princeton University published a paper that quietly rewrote our understanding of what the universe actually contains. David Gross, Jeffrey Harvey, Emil Martinek, and Ryan.
Hey yo, baby, you still see the symbols next to your comments? I was just about to ask you that. See, baby, you was already on it. Oh, Captain. I know you. You should be saying, oh, yes. Oh, yes, naughty. But yeah, baby, I'm glad you see it because I was just about to ask you, baby, do you finally see these goddamn symbols and what they're doing in your comments right now? I'm glad you do. I'm so fucking glad you do. Yeah, I think YouTube is like, oh my God, we cannot break these people up. Fuck. Hell no, y'all can't break us up. Nothing you can do. Even if they motherfucker try to send me something, they're like, your girl Vanta was doing this. This is the picture. I'm like, man, this is fake. Vanta would never. Or same for me, like they send you something with me on it. You're like, man, Kane would never. And then we'll tell each other what we got. I'm like, baby, they try to say that you was doing this, and I know you ain't doing that. They try to do the same thing. Now we gotta really take them down. Now they're trying to break us up. So it's time to go Bonnie and Clyde style on every corporation out there. And you can be like, yes, baby, let's blow them all up. We're gonna blow them all up together. And we're gonna walk off in slow motion while the shit is on fire in the background with your sexy walk. And you motherfucker put your hand in your hair, wave it back with the sideways action. And you look at me and I give you a kiss. Like, yeah, baby. Yeah, that's how we gonna do it.
Working on what became known as heterotic string theory, proposed that reality requires not 4 dimensions, but 26, and that most of what exists in our universe is permanently invisible to us. At the time, the dominant question in physics was why roughly 27% of the universe's total mass appeared to exert gravitational force without emitting, absorbing, or reflecting any light. Astronomers had been measuring this invisible mass since the 1930s. When Fritz Zwicky first noticed that galaxy clusters were behaving as though they contained far more matter than anyone could see. The working assumption was that the missing mass was simply ordinary matter we hadn't detected yet. Heterotic string theory suggested something far stranger. The mathematics required the existence of a parallel sector of matter, physically occupying the same space as our world, but existing in dimensional states our instruments are constitutionally incapable of registering. Physicists called it shadow matter. In 1985, Edward Kolb, David Seckel, and Michael Turner published a paper in Physical Review Letters formally proposing shadow matter as a candidate for the missing mass in the universe.
And that's crazy. And like the only thing you're putting is I. And it's like, and they say that AI is smart. And plus, I'm glad you did that too. You know, we got to space out our letters. So it's like, I'll say the AI is smart and better and faster, but it's still fucked. Just like my last video. Like, just like my last video. It's like the AI is fucked, and yet they're gonna still force it. Y'all don't know how to use it. It ain't beneficial, but yet we're forced. We're fucking forced to deal with it. Keep on stress testing that, so we're gonna blow up a YouTube facility. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't wait. Okay, baby. Special delivery. Is it a life-size doll of me, baby? Get a life-size doll of me so you can, because I'm gonna get a life-size doll of you. I don't care how much the shipping is. I'm getting it. If I gotta rob somebody for that shipping, I want the Vanta model. Give me the Vanta model.
Shadow matter would have mass. It would interact gravitationally, and it would follow the same fundamental rules as ordinary matter. That means it could, in principle, form clouds, collapse under gravity, and coalesce into structures. Shadow stars, shadow planets, shadow chemistry. All of it invisible. All of it right here, occupying the same space you're sitting in right now. What makes this theory genuinely unsettling is not the mathematics. It is the implication. If shadow matter forms structures, there may be an entire shadow universe interpenetrating ours, and we would have no way of knowing what it contains.
Yeah, and like that's wild. It's like a what they would call shadow universe. I would like to call mirror universe. We might have a mirror version of ourselves. Going back to Star Trek. Kira. Oh my fucking god. I want to fuck Kira. Like it was just like something about her. I want to fuck Kira whether she was good or bad. But like Kira, like Mirrorverse Kira, she can fucking get it. Mirrorverse Kira can get it. Like break her little ass up. But she'll probably ride me like it's no fucking tomorrow. Like, you think you is trying to take control? Lay down. Oh shit. Kira. I didn't know you had it in you. Hey, baby. What's in the box? What's in the box? If ain't nobody watched that movie Seven, watch the movie Seven starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Like at the end of the movie, it was like, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Morgan Freeman was like, no, don't open the box. I would have pulled the trigger too. I'm sorry. I would have pulled the trigger too. I would have pulled the trigger too. If y'all haven't seen the movie Seven, I'm not going to spoil it. Just a microwave oven. Okay, all right. Put the popcorn in it. It's showtime. Got me a microwave oven.
Number 9, the Kaluza-Klein Tower, where gravity goes when it leaves our world.
Now, the Kaluza-Klein Tower, where gravity goes when it leaves our world. Now, this was kind of hard to believe. I understand this probably some pseudoscience, but like these are just theories. Most of the shit in science are theories until we crack the code and make it fact. But what I think is this on this level, I think knowledge is compartmentalized. Pull the trigger was too easy. You should have did it. What do you want to pistol whip him? He just cut off his wife's fucking head and put it in a box. Elaborated a whole scheme. Had people on a wild goose chase for 7 days. I'm about to shoot this motherfucker. And plus, she was in the back seat talking shit. Like, man, he got off easy. He got off the way he wanted to get off. He knew he was going to die at the end. That's what makes the movie great. He knew it. He knew. That's what makes the movie good. Kevin Spacey killed that role. But there's nothing else I would have done. I would have blew the nigga head off and motherfucker chopped it off myself. I would have shot him and decapitated him right there. I haven't been in a ship container for a few years. Hacked up. I like that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I can't wait till we catch somebody slipping, Vonta. We be like, all right, I'm like, baby, all right. I want to shoot this motherfucker. What you want to do to him? Let's peel the flesh off his bones and put him in a vat in an abandoned warehouse somewhere. I'm like, okay, baby. Now, you're lucky, because I was going to just blow your fucking head off. But my lady want to have some fun, so we're going to have some fun with you. Boy, what are you doing? What you going to do to me? Oh, we're going to torture you. That's what the fuck we're going to do. Now put him in a van. Are you ready to go kill this motherfucker, baby? No! No! Yes. Justice. Not malevolence. Justice. Fuck it. Malevolence.
1819, a virtually unknown German mathematician named Theodor Kaluza sent Albert Einstein a paper so strange that Einstein sat on it for 2 full years before he could decide whether to publish it. Kaluza had taken Einstein's own equations of general relativity and solved them in 5 dimensions instead of 4. The extra dimension produced, without any forcing or manipulation, a perfect mathematical description of electromagnetism. Einstein was simultaneously fascinated and disturbed. The theory should have solved an enormous problem immediately. Gravity is catastrophically weak compared to every other fundamental force in nature. A small magnet can lift a paperclip against the gravitational pull of an entire planet. When physicists calculate how weak gravity actually is relative to electromagnetism, the difference is staggering, more than 1 trillion times weaker. A disparity so extreme it is called the hierarchy problem, and it has no solution within standard physics. Kaluza's insight, refined in 1926 by Swedish physicist Oskar Klein, who proposed that the extra dimension was curled up at scales near the Planck length of approximately 1.616 times 10 to the negative 35 meters, offered a startling explanation. Gravity is not actually weak. Gravity is full strength, but it bleeds into the extra dimension, diluting itself across a space we cannot access. And what we experience as gravity is only the fraction that remains in our 3-dimensional world. Since 1999, physicists at CERN's Large Hadron Collider have been searching for the experimental signature of this process, specifically particles called Kaluza-Klein gravitons, which would represent gravitational energy that briefly escaped into the extra dimension before returning to ours.
Yeah, so they're trying to find out where the fuck does gravity go. Which I'm starting to believe, I don't think nobody know what gravity really truly is. If they still trying to find out what the fuck the functions of gravity is, I don't even think they know what gravity really truly is, unless gravity is not the word that we're supposed to use. And we, and like we're misinterpreting shit. I won't be surprised if we're misinterpreting everything and shit might be reverse of what we know. But they might be too afraid to go down that route. But shout out to the other physicists and scientists that actually take the chance and devote 10, 20, 30 years on shit that's outside of the status quo. I'm talking about like shit that can risk you getting ridiculed and kicked out, like some people that I covered, but then later on they find out, yo, man, that motherfucker that y'all kicked out 20, 30, 40 years ago, he was on to something. Now we're about to finish his shit. And then they spend 10, 20, 30 years trying to get closer and closer to the truth. But I think they got it. I think it's compartmentalized, though. I think if they do stumble across the truth, they're told by the higher-ups not to put it out, keep on putting out another narrative. Which means whatever, let's just say, if they put out a narrative, and part of us think, man, something about that is bullshit. Because such and such, such and such, such and such. Or such and such and such and such and such and such will be our new theory that we will have to go along with because we will see some bullshit in the theory that's being presented to us. We're going to find the truth, whether anybody know it or not. That's why I'm studying all this, because once I find the crack, once I find the code, it's over. I cracked it. And then I'm gonna let you know, Vonta, and I ain't let nobody else know shit. I will let you know. And then we'll see where we can go from there. Because I already know what they'll do with me. Like, once I find out some shit, they'll be like, how this nigga find something? Yeah, just like the other black guy over there in Africa know how to make fuel out of just plastics and garbage. Don't know how the fuck he did that. But if I come across some shit that a motherfucker find a way to make some shit hover or hum or crack open the fabric of time and space, they don't want motherfuckers want to kill me. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
As of 2024, none have been confirmed. Every time you watch an object fall to the ground, you may be watching a force that is, in reality, vastly more powerful than it appears. Diminished, because most of it is escaping somewhere we have never been able to point.
114.
Number 8. The bulk. The hyperdimensional ocean. Our universe floats in. In 1999.
Now, I was thinking about the high dimensional ocean. That shit could be possible. Someone did some type of test and flew some shit up in space, and it went all the way up to the point where it could, and it looked like it was floating on water. I think somebody, I think we're floating in some type of visible water, dark matter, whatever the fuck they call it, whatever the fuck they call it to give it a name to, because it could be something else. We could be naming it wrong. I'm just waiting for some entity to be like, y'all got all this shit wrong. You already know.
Two physicists published back-to-back papers that forced cosmologists to consider a possibility most had treated as science fiction. Our entire universe, every galaxy, every star, every particle of matter that has ever existed is a thin three-dimensional membrane floating inside a higher dimensional space of almost unimaginable scale. The physicists were Lisa Randall, then at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and Raman Sundram. The higher dimensional space they described had a name. They called it the bulk. Before Randall and Sundram, extra dimensions in physics were typically assumed to be small, compact, and curled up at scales far below anything measurable. The prevailing picture was that extra dimensions existed, but were essentially irrelevant to the large-scale structure of the universe. The Randall-Sundram models, published in Physical Review letters, proposed something fundamentally different. At least one extra dimension could be effectively infinite in extent. In their framework, our universe is what physicists call a three-brane, a three-dimensional membrane embedded in a five-dimensional anti-de Sitter space. The particles and forces that make up everything we can observe, light, matter, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces, are all confined to our membrane. They cannot leave. But gravity is different. Gravity propagates through the bulk itself, which is why we feel it, and why it behaves as though it comes from everywhere. The Randall-Sundram models also elegantly resolve the hierarchy problem without requiring the kind of mathematical fine-tuning that had plagued previous attempts. The geometry of the bulk naturally suppresses the strength of gravity on our brain, producing exactly the weakness we observe. The solution to one of physics' deepest puzzles was hiding in a dimension outside our universe entirely. Our universe may not be all of reality. It may be an object, a membrane, floating inside something enormously larger, and whatever else is floating in that same bulk remains, for now, completely beyond our reach.
Yeah, for now. But remember, like, even that theory is kind of crazy. We are a three-dimensional membrane inside of a five-dimensional realm. It's like how can I put it? It's like a white sheet of paper. That would be the five-dimension realm, and we are a piece of square paper or circle paper, whatever the fuck, inside of that, with our own universe and own shit. and the gravity comes from the outer fifth dimension. So basically, if I was to put it in another term, a walking body, which would be the fifth dimension, and the brain would be our third motherfucker dimension. Because like if they say we in something, then fuck it. I'm a what like the fuck, you know. Yeah. It's a graviton can press between dimensions. I need to find out who coined the word graviton. I gotta find. I know when Einstein did the gravity shit, the E equals mc squared. So I need to find out who made gravitons. But this is fucking awesome though. I love this talk. Yep. I'm definitely when I do my Star Trek shit. I graduated from the science department, went to commander's training. They're like, he graduated in sciences. Yep. Think of it like looking at a telephone line from far away, and the ant walking along the line. Yeah. Okay, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. Yep. Yep. That's a good one too. Thank you. Thank you. Different dimension. That's awesome.
Number 7. The ekpyrotic universe, where the Big Bang was a collision between dimensions. In 2001, cosmologists Paul Steinhardt of Princeton University and Neil Turok of Cambridge University published a paper in the journal Science that made...
I studied at Cambridge. I studied at Oxford. I was at Yale. Bitch, I'm from the WCC3, Wayne County Community College District, off the river in Detroit. Who is this guy? He said he's from Detroit. What do you have, sir? I have a gun. Everybody get on the fucking floor. You rich motherfucking scientists running shit. What's the truth? How the universe is made? I don't do no. Stop hitting her. You want some too? Blam. Somebody in this bitch gonna tell me the truth.
Many of their colleagues deeply uncomfortable. They proposed that the Big Bang, the event we treat as the absolute origin of space, time, and physical law, was not a beginning. It was an impact. Our universe was a membrane that collided with another membrane, moving through a higher dimensional space. And the heat and energy of that collision is what we experience as the birth of everything we know.
Now, if they said two universes collided and created everything we know, then why is there talk of another collision possibly happening? Because they say we supposed to be colliding with the Andromeda galaxy. And they said if that happens, everything is going to just, split splash and, and some people say, we don't know what's going to happen if that occurs. If it has been constantly occurring, universes colliding. But I find it to be an odd theory because it takes away from the Big Bang. But if the Big Bang was real, it's no different from like when two universes collide. But universes, and I hear that the Milky Way is like smaller in scale. No. Universe is different from galaxy. Got it. I'm looking at it wrong. I'm looking at it on galaxy scale instead of universal scale. I'm looking at if two galaxies collide, what would that make? But if two universes collide, that's different. That's different. Okay, so calculating it now, possibly a Big Bang or a cancellation of both universes. We might get X'd out of existence. Who knows? Now it just got deeper because I'm not, I wasn't thinking universe, I was thinking galaxy. Yeah.
Name they gave this model came from ancient Stoic philosophy.
Yeah.
The Greek word ekpyrosis
Right, but they
described the
create their own
belief
time
that
and
the
space.
universe periodically
Yep.
destroyed itself in fire and was reborn from the ashes. Steinhardt and Turok chose the name deliberately. Their model predicted that the collision between membranes was not a one-time event, but a recurring one, playing out on timescales of trillions of years, a cosmic rhythm of destruction
What up, though,
and renewal,
Charles? Was good.
driven by the physics of extra-dimensional space. The standard model of cosmology requires the Big Bang to have originated from a singularity, a point of infinite density where all known physics breaks down and the equations produce meaningless results. The ekpyrotic model eliminates the
And
singularity.
it's that right there. Where did they come up with singularity? You still got to find the origin of like what made y'all come up with the Big Bang to begin with. Is it because God said, let there be light? So y'all needed an origin story? Like, fuck it. Everything starts with a singularity, then boom. We still need how did the boom occur? Who made the boom? How did the boom start? But Christians to be like, God made heaven and earth. Let there be light. That's it. Y'all better believe or burn in hell for all eternity. Bitch, fuck you. And same for the Big Bang people. Who started the Big Bang? What's the cause of it? What the fuck is a singularity really? Is the question. And it just like shit just wake up into existence. Somebody knows something. I'm a pistol whip every scientist till I find the truth. Happy hump day.
Entirely. The collision between two membranes, separated in the extra dimension by approximately the Planck length, produces a hot, dense, expanding universe without ever requiring infinite density or a true beginning of time. The model makes specific predictions about the pattern of gravitational waves produced by
Probably started with the Gala Stores, dropped this first track. Boo. You're right, baby. I think my first track I recorded was called Hurricane, too. My first track was at when I moved to HP, Highland Park, Michigan.
To collision. Predictions that differ measurably from standard inflationary cosmology. The European Space Agency's LISA Observatory, currently planned for launch around 2035, may be able to distinguish between these signatures for the first time. The universe, as we know it, may not have been born. It may have been produced by a catastrophic dimensional collision that has happened before, and according to the mathematics, will happen again. Number 6. Dark energy as dimensional leakage. The force destroying our universe may come from outside it. In 1998, 2 independent teams of astronomers set out to measure how quickly the expansion of the universe was slowing down. They expected deceleration. Gravity pulls matter together, and the accumulated gravity of everything in the universe should have been putting the brakes on cosmic expansion since the Big Bang. The High Z supernova search team, led by Brian Schmidt and Adam Rees, and the Supernova Cosmology Project, led by Saul Perlmutter, were both measuring distant supernovae to pin down the rate of that deceleration. What they found instead earned all 3 scientists the Nobel Prize in Physics in 2011. The expansion was not slowing down.
Yeah, I know right now what they be saying. But you wasn't there, man. Wasn't there on any of these shits. Which leads me back to knowledge being compartmentalized. I think motherfuckers know what the fuck going on, but we got to push out the narrative. Because people still riding on the Big Bang narrative. But shout out to the scientists that goes outside the box, risk their fucking jobs and livelihoods to be like, it could be this. Because at the end of the day, they all fucking theories. That's the whole fucking shit. I'm waiting for a scientist to be like, you know what? We all don't fucking know. And I'm sorry for wasting all y'all taxpayer dollars. 10, 20, 30 years. I quit. And I'm about to give half of my life savings to all the people that I took this fucking money from. I'm quit. But that'll never happen.
It was accelerating. Something was pushing the universe apart.
We We know you kidding. We know you kidding. You just give an example of what they used to say or what they people still say right now. You wasn't there, man. Take it back to the 60s and shit. Yep. That they'll tell us. But yeah, I don't fuck with that let there be light shit or that big bang shit. But something did happen to create all this. Leading to a theory of shit, man. It'd be fucked up if we were all just fucking placed here. And we would never know where the fuck we from. We probably from somewhere else, but we was all just placed here. I'm still trying to find out how the soul is trapped here. That's I'm trying to go beyond this. Like, why is the soul trapped in this?
With increasing force, overcoming the gravity of all the matter in existence, and driving galaxies away from each other at ever greater speeds. Physicists named this unknown force dark energy, and according to data from the European Space Agency's Planck satellite published in 2018, it constitutes approximately 68% of the total energy content of the universe. The leading theoretical candidate for dark energy is the energy of empty space itself, what physicists call the cosmological constant. But when quantum field theory calculates how strong this energy should be, the prediction is off by a factor of 10 to the power of 120. That is not a rounding error. It is widely described as the worst prediction in the history of physics, a discrepancy so vast it suggests the theory is missing something fundamental. In 2000, physicist Gia Dvali and colleagues proposed a striking alternative. At cosmic scales, gravity begins to leak into extra dimensions, diluting its attractive pull and allowing space to accelerate outward. The apparent dark energy we observe would be a side effect of gravity escaping through a dimensional boundary. The European Space Agency's Euclid telescope, launched in July 2023, is currently collecting data that may test whether dark energy's strength varies over cosmic time, which would distinguish between these explanations. The force that will ultimately determine the fate of everything in existence, accelerating the universe toward a cold and empty dissolution, may not originate in our universe at all, but may be leaking in from the dimensional structure surrounding it.
Yeah, that's deep. Shit, like other dimensions and shit. It's like it's fucking awesome. But why is the soul trapped in these dimensions though? And the soul is supposed to be a powerful light housed and trapped. And it also seems like that we are trapped inside of a system. Out of all the theories that I've read about and the shit that we're hearing now, there is still something missing. And I'm starting to think that it's very obvious and it's under our nose. We just can't fucking pinpoint it. I swear to God, I might find out the answer before scientists do. And like I'm gonna need to test that shit on a big ass scale. Yep, just vessels like a TV turned off. Yep. Yeah, the TV, the signal is still there. Yep. It's like it's something. It's something. It's something. And like we do it every day. So out of all these physicists and they still can't come across this shit. So like this is why I'm trying to like hear them all because it's plot holes in all of them. But like at the same time, they still progressing. It may be a small scale, like like an inch of progression, but it's just something. It is something. Or maybe, just maybe, nobody wants to admit that we're trapped in the system. And everybody is theorizing about the bars that surround us. The dimensions could be the trap itself to keep us at this level. It could be that I'm talking about we're so powerful as a species that they have to trap our soul in a body, trap it in a physical dimension, and hide it behind other dimensions. That's diabolical. That's diabolical to think about.
Oh, no way. I love your concept. Number 5. The fifth force. The anomaly that keeps appearing where extra dimensions should be. On January 6, 1986, physicist Ephraim Fishbach published a paper in Physical Review Letters that reopened one of the most carefully closed questions in science. Fishbach had been re-examining the meticulous torsion balance experiments conducted by Hungarian physicist Laurent Eötvös between 1889 and 1922, experiments that had become the gold standard for testing the universality of gravity. When Fishbach reanalyzed the data with fresh eyes and modern statistical methods, he found something Eötvös had not reported. The measurements contained systematic deviations that could not be explained by any of the 4 known fundamental forces. Physics recognizes exactly 4 fundamental forces: gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force. This framework, the Standard Model, had been tested to extraordinary precision for decades. Extra dimensions, however, predict a clear experimental signature. At very small scales, where the influence of compactified extra dimensions becomes significant, gravity should deviate from the familiar inverse square law that Newton described in 1687. A new interaction, a fifth force, should appear precisely at those scales. The E. Ertwash Group at the University of Washington, one of the most respected precision measurement laboratories in the world, has tested gravitational behavior down to 50 micrometers, as reported in their 2007 paper in Physical Review Letters, and found no confirmed deviation. But anomalies have persisted elsewhere. In 2016, physicist Attila Krasna-Horkai at the Hungarian Academy of Sciences reported an unexpected signal in beryllium-8 nuclear decay, a particle decaying in a way that required a new boson with a mass of approximately 17 million electron volts.
What up, though, Tanner?
The so-called X17 particle, if real, could represent a new force operating in the range where extra-dimensional effects are predicted. As of 2024, experiments at CERN's Na64 detector have neither confirmed nor definitively excluded it. We have been searching for the signature of extra dimensions for over a century. The anomalies appear, they resist confirmation, and they never entirely disappear. Something keeps showing up in exactly the places the equations say it should. Number 4. The holographic principle. Evidence that the third dimension may not be real. In 1993, Dutch physicist Gerard 't Hooft, who would go on to share the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1999, published a paper proposing something that sounded more like philosophy than physics. Every piece of information needed to describe the contents of a 3-dimensional region of space. Every particle, every force, every interaction could be completely encoded on the 2-dimensional surface surrounding that region. The 3-dimensional interior was not the fundamental reality. The 2-dimensional boundary was. The universe, 't Hooft was suggesting, might be a hologram. The idea had deep roots in the physics of black holes. Stephen Hawking and Jacob Bekenstein had shown in the 1970s that the information content of a black hole was proportional not to its volume, but to its surface area. This was profoundly counterintuitive. If you fill a box with information, you expect more information to require a bigger volume. But black holes appeared to store all their information on their outer surface, as though the interior were, in some sense, redundant. Physicist Leonard Susskind extended 't Hooft's work in 1995 and gave the framework its name, the holographic principle. In 1997, Argentine physicist Juan Maldacena provided what became the most cited paper in physics of the last 30 years. His AD-CFT correspondence demonstrated mathematically that a theory of gravity operating in 3 spatial dimensions is exactly equivalent to a quantum field theory operating on the 2-dimensional boundary surrounding that space. Equivalent, not analogous, not similar. The same physics, described 2 different ways. This meant the dimension of depth, the experience of inside, of volume, of spatial extension in 3 directions, might be a derived property rather than a fundamental one. Fermilab operated an experiment called the holometer between 2014 and 2015, searching for quantum-scale pixelation that one specific holographic model predicted would manifest as correlated noise in precisely timed laser interferometers. The experiment found no evidence for that particular model. What no experiment has done is rule out the holographic principle itself, and the most rigorously supported framework in theoretical physics continues to suggest that the dimension you experience most viscerally, the dimension of depth
and the second meaning of hump day is get your hump on.
Volume and physical space may be a projection from a surface you will never reach.
You know.
Number 3, demons in the equations. What M theory says is hiding in the other 7 dimensions.
Yep. What is hiding in the other 7 dimensions? M theory. Didn't you mention M theory in the chat, my lady Vanta? I think I saw you put that in the chat. Let me go back and make sure. I know I'm not tripping. You put M theory in the chat, baby. Yep, there you go. M theory. You did it. We're talking about M theory right now. Synchronicity. Love you, baby.
In March 1995, physicist Edward Whiten stood before an audience of the world's leading string theorists at the University of Southern California and announced that the 5 competing versions of string theory, each internally consistent, making different predictions, were not rivals. They were all approximations of a single, deeper theory operating in 11 dimensions. Whiten called it M theory. When his colleagues asked what the M stood for, he declined to say, suggesting the answer should be left for the future. The equations, however, were less coy about what those extra 7 dimensions actually contain. String theory, in all its variants, had already required the universe to have more dimensions than the 4 we experience. The standard picture proposed that the extra dimensions were compactified, folded into shapes so small that particles moving through them would have wavelengths too long to resolve the structure, rendering them effectively invisible. In the theories leading up to M theory, these compact dimensions were described by 6-dimensional geometric objects called Kalaba-Yau manifolds, shapes of extraordinary mathematical complexity with no real-world analogy. M theory requires 7 additional compactified dimensions rather than 6, and the geometry of those dimensions is not decorative. It is functional. The specific shape of the compactified space directly determines the physical constants of our universe. The mass of the electron, the strength of the strong nuclear force, the ratio of matter to antimatter produced in the Big Bang. All of these are consequences of the geometric configuration of dimensions, too small to measure. A different folding would produce a universe with different particles, different forces, and different laws. Nothing we recognize as matter or life would exist. Physicist Leonard Susskind, developing the implications of M theory, calculated that the number of possible geometric configurations of the compact dimensions is approximately 10 to the power of 500, each one corresponding to a different set of physical laws, a different universe with different contents. The laws of physics are not universal truths written into the nature of reality. They are the local consequences of a geometric shape folded into dimensions smaller than anything we can measure. And the shape that produced our universe is one of a near infinite number of alternatives hidden in the structure of space itself.
Hidden in the structure of space itself. The only way to really truly find out the truth is we get our asses out there and start floating through space. But they already out there. They already sent probes all over the goddamn place. So this I'm saying, they know. They know. And we got a whole bunch of scientists and physicists fighting each other. But at the same time, there's a group that's working together across the world. Y'all even come together from all over the world to talk about these things. Where's the motherfucker that really knows going on? Like real shit. And what's crazy is, I know they all theories, but they all could be right. And we just need a term for all of it. Just like put it together. But since everybody's so fucking divided and really up for a debate instead of really truly working together, but y'all come together to point out an object that flew through our goddamn orbit. Hey, yo, I know we beefing, but like, did y'all see that object that flew past? Yeah, we saw that bitch. What's your calculations? 77.072. We got the same thing, 77.072. Hey, yo, man, call Russia. Hey, yo, Russia, did y'all see that shit? Yeah, we saw that shit. What's the number? 77.072. Yeah, call China. Hey, yo, what y'all see? 77.072. What was that shit? I don't know. Put that shit on the. And now you know. Yeah, I said it. Thanks for the laughs. Yeah.
Number 2, the many worlds membrane.
But real shit, I'm glad your M theory was on this list, Vonta. This is how we know, baby. We're both smart intellectuals. Everybody else fucking retarded.
Decision you have ever made has created a dimension you will never reach. In 1956, a Princeton graduate student named Hugh Everett III submitted a doctoral thesis that his advisor, the legendary physicist John Archibald Wheeler, required him to drastically shorten before the university would accept it. The shortened version was published in Reviews of Modern Physics in 1957. What it proposed was so radical that the physics community largely ignored it for nearly 2 decades.
20 years?
Everett had read the equations of quantum mechanics with uncomfortable literalness and arrived at a conclusion that most of his colleagues preferred not to consider. Every quantum event...
And plus, like, motherfuckers don't expect me to be on this type of time. Motherfuckers think I'm just some brute that want to just destroy everything. Nope. I think, I do inner work, I do shadow work. you know, I love when a motherfucker judge a book by its color. Like, nah, bitch, I'm way smarter and more intellectual than most motherfucking people. And motherfuckers think I'm just gonna go out there and just start blasting. Nah, I'm gonna be very strategic when I start blasting. You know what I'm saying? The fucking goal is to come home alive. But if I don't come home alive, I know my fate. You know what I'm saying, man? But like, I'm a real dog ass strategist. And just ain't gonna throw myself out there in the fire. I already throw myself out there in the fire right now just by talking shit. About this bitch ass government and the lapdogs that and the world leaders and all the shit from all sides going at them all. But yeah, I'm glad that they talked about that M theory. And like it was number 3. Theory. I give you this Big Bang theory, baby. FDAU. VBU, baby.
Have multiple outcomes, does have multiple outcomes, simultaneously in branching dimensional realities that are each as physically real as the one we inhabit. Quantum mechanics, the most precisely tested theory in the history of science, describes particles not as objects with definite states, but as probability waves, existing in superpositions of multiple possibilities simultaneously. The standard Copenhagen interpretation resolves this by proposing that observation collapses the wave function, forcing the particle to choose a single outcome. Everett asked what the equations required if you took them at face value without inserting a collapse. The answer was that all outcomes occurred, each in a separate branch of reality, and the observer split along with them, with each version of the observer experiencing one outcome and having no access to the others. Physicist Bryce DeWitt popularized the framework in a 1970 article in Physics Today, giving it the name most people now use, the many worlds interpretation. Oxford physicist David Deutsch has argued since his 1985 paper in the Proceedings of the Royal Society that many worlds is not merely one interpretation among many, but the only interpretation that takes the Schrödinger equation seriously without adding external assumptions. A survey of physicists published in Studies in History and Philosophy of Modern Physics found it the second most popular interpretation of quantum mechanics among working physicists, behind only the Copenhagen interpretation it was designed to replace. The branching does not happen somewhere else. It happens inside every atom, in every interaction, continuously, producing new dimensional realities at a rate beyond possible calculation. Each branch is real. The people in them are real. They have your memories up to the moment of divergence and no knowledge that you exist. Every choice you did not make, every path you did not take, every moment where the quantum dice rolled differently, produced a version of your life that is running right now in a dimensional reality permanently and fundamentally unreachable, not because it is far away, but because the dimension separating you from it has no direction in our universe and no distance that any instrument could ever close. Number 1, the dimension of time, What physics reveals is already behind you. Of all the dimensions physics has proposed, only one is beyond any serious scientific dispute. We do not need to theorize about it or search for its signature in laboratory experiments. We experience it directly, continuously, without the ability to stop or reverse. Time is the one dimension every conscious being navigates without choice. It is also, as more than a century of increasingly precise physics has revealed, the dimension we understand least, the one whose true nature contradicts our experience most completely, and the one whose actual contents may be the most disturbing thing in this entire list. In 1905, Albert Einstein's special theory of relativity established that time is not a background against which events occur, but a genuine dimension, fully equivalent to the three spatial dimensions, united with them into a four-dimensional structure called spacetime. In 1908, mathematician Hermann Minkowski formalized this into what physicists now call the block universe, a model in which all moments in time, past, present, and future, exist simultaneously and permanently as fixed locations in four-dimensional spacetime. In this picture, the past does not cease to exist when we leave it. It continues to exist, exactly as it was, at its location in the four-dimensional structure of reality. Nothing in the equations of relativity makes the past disappear. It simply becomes inaccessible as we move forward through time. Every fundamental law of physics is time symmetric. The equations of quantum mechanics, electromagnetism, and general relativity all work identically, whether time runs forward or backward. There is no preferred direction in the laws themselves. The one-way flow of time that every human being experiences, the sense that the past is fixed and the future is open, appears nowhere in the fundamental equations. It emerges, physicists believe, entirely from the second law of thermodynamics, the tendency of systems to move from ordered states to disordered ones. The arrow of time is not written into the laws of physics. It is a statistical property of a universe that started, for reasons not yet understood, in an extraordinarily low entropy state. Carlo Rovelli of the Centre de Physique Théorique in Marseille has argued in papers including his 2009 essay, Forget Time, that time may not exist at the fundamental level of physics at all, that it is an emergent phenomenon, like temperature or pressure, arising from the collective behavior of matter, rather than being a property of the universe itself. The Wheeler-DeWitt equation, which represents the most serious attempt to unite quantum mechanics with general relativity into a theory of quantum gravity, contains no time variable. Time does not appear in the equation that is supposed to describe the most fundamental level of physical reality. Sean Carroll of Caltech and his colleague, Jennifer Chen, proposed in 2004 that the asymmetry of time requires the existence of a larger structure, a multiverse in which our Big Bang was a low entropy branching point, with another universe extending in the temporal direction we call the past.
Might be a good episode.
Its inhabitants experiencing time flowing in the direction we call backward.
Episode breakdown.
Each universe as real as the other, each permanently invisible to the other. You cannot visit the past, not because it does not exist, but because the dimension separating you from it runs in a direction your body cannot turn. Every moment you have ever lived, every conversation, every face, every version of yourself from every earlier year is still there, fixed and permanent, at its location in the four-dimensional block of spacetime, exactly as real as this moment, exactly as real as you are right now, in a dimension you have already traveled through and can never enter again. If you want to see more videos like this, click the video on screen now, and make sure to subscribe.
Yep. Now that's that. I'll be back later. Hopefully back for an HHN. If not, I might cover that Star Trek 2 part of the Arrow of Time. Write that down. Good TNG 2-parter. Yep. And because I like the other theory of like time not being existent. I like that theory too. We said quantum gravity. It's like I'm still leaning back towards the question: how can non-solid things create a solid world? I'm still stuck on that. Atoms, molecules, none of this shit is fucking solid. How can this shit make a solid world? And if this dark matter shit is not solid, how is it holding a dimension or a universe or a galaxy? What is really, really out there? What is really out there? And in the words of David Duchovny from the X-Files, the truth is out there. Bloom, 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 bloom. Bloom, 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 bloom. X-Files. The X-Files was a good show. You already know. Sorry, Times Arrow. It's all good, baby. You already know. Hell yeah. So sweet, Vata. I love X Files. But let me get up out of here. I will be back later. We gotta test out that new microwave oven. Grab the popcorn, baby. It's showtime. All right. The professor class is over. Shouts out to everybody at VBU, Vonta Black University. Much love to the VBU marching band. I am Professor Kane, and we was getting off into a whole bunch of science. Weird Science was a good movie. Two teenagers make a female AI robot that's fine as fuck. The fucking first scene, I would have been smashing the fuck out the robot. I'm like, yo, bro, you got next. I'm almost done. And then we start the movie. It's like, wait, the movie ain't even start yet. I know. Roll the credits after the fuck scene. Weird Science. About to watch a Triple X Star Trek parody. Real quick. Just smashing the alien across the bus. You know how the lady was bent over on one of my thumbnails for the Star Trek? That's how it's going to be. It's going to be parody, though. X videos. On my way. Then I'm on my way out to work. I mean, on my way to take care of this business. And I should be back in the afternoon. I'm gonna try not to be gone too long, but like all depends on what's going on. I start back work tomorrow. I think I got a late shift, so that means it might not be shut after dark the next couple nights. But so you already know what that means. We gotta rock it on out today. Yep. I mean, like not work. I just gotta go handle some shit real quick. Gotta go pick up something at a long fucking distance. I gotta take 2 fucking buses to do it. But if I could get a motherfucking ride, I won't have to. I'm trying to motherfucking wait for the call back for the ride, so I don't gotta motherfucking waste no motherfucking bus fare. Like I say, the bus fare for tomorrow. you know, and Fred just got the van back, so hopefully that can pop off. But I try like to use my carpool days wisely, because can't carpool every day. That shit cost like $50 a week, some shit like that. That $50 could be go towards being put up or go towards my weed. Shit. I like to smoke, but we'll have something later. I don't think really nothing popping off in the news about Iran. I'm keeping my eye on Andy Burnham over there in the UK, that fucking wanker. And oh yeah, and I gotta keep my eye on where the smoke is going. Hurricane Bertha is about to fuck with the Gulf Coast. Hurricane Bertha. So get ready for that. And did the El Nino shit make it in yet on the West Coast? I'm not really sure if the El Nino start popping yet. I think it did though. I think it's starting, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but we got the smoke shit over the Midwest going to the East Coast. We got Hurricane Bertha about to fuck up down south in the Gulf. And I think El Nino is flowing in. But yeah, I think that's next on the news. But if I don't find no news, we might just come back and like Probably do a wise Wednesday. I might find something that's enlightening or some shit, inspirational. If not, it'll be a jam session for the hump day. Get your hump on. Come here, Vonda. Humping in holodeck 3. The humping holodeck. Holodeck humping. Holodeck humping naughty. Oh yes. Class is over, so I could be naughty. Come over here with that schoolgirl uniform on, Vonta. Where's my ruler? You've been naughty. But anyway, let me get up out of here. And I need to call the place to see if it's open though, on some real shit. But I'm calling the place, see if it's open, then see if my ride coming through. If not, I'm gonna have to roll out. But like otherwise, once I get back, baby, I'm gonna link you good, Vonta. I'm gonna link you good, so we can get back on and popping. Hump day wordplay. Little bars, baby. Bars, baby. Hump day wordplay. Oh yeah. Oh, let me get up out of here. But real shit, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta go right now. And I'll be back before you know it. Much love, Vonta. Shout out to Tammy. Shouts out to Comment. Holy shit, that's my boss. Yeah, that was my boss. That's my boss letting me know that it's tomorrow night at 11:30. So so if I catch y'all next one, peace. The shooter's letting me know when I come in. So I catch y'all in the next one. Much love, Vonta. Shouts out to everybody. We out.